Hey folks, welcome back to Duke Fraser Productions. In today's video, we're going to take the Cimarron out and do another ammo run with it. Stay tuned. Alright folks, so as we said today, we're doing another ammo run with the Cimarron Double Barrel. And the two types of shells that we're going to run today are Winchester double A's with the brass bases, and then we are going to run some cheap Estate shotgun shells and see how it does. And what we'll do is we'll run 25 rounds of each, a full box of each, and see if we have any hang-ups with it. Alright folks, so we're back here at the range today with the Cimarron Double Barrel, and we're going to do some more ammo testing with it. Now before I get started, I just want to say, yes, I know if you polish the chambers, a lot of the rounds that we've been having troubles with would probably, the troubles would go away. But I'm not going to polish the chambers on this yet because I just want to test and see what all ammo works with this basically right out of the box. Now I've had this gun for a couple of years now, but it really hasn't been altered other than I put a butt pad on it. So we're just going to test this ammo, and then when I'm satisfied with all my testing, then I'll polish the chambers and see if that works. Alright, so the first bunch of ammo we've got up is Estate Game and Target Load. This is number 8 shot. Let's see, 3 1/4 dram equivalent, the muzzle velocity of 1290 feet per second. Alright, so we'll run these through and see how they work. Now these look very similar to the Winchester shells in that they've got that nice little steel hull on them, steel base on the hull. But we'll see how they work here, and we'll run through the whole box. Dropped right out. Well, I said they did. Those got a little bit sticky. The only thing about having long hair and a long beard, it gets caught. You notice it in the recoil. Okay, that's number 2. Where things got a little bit stuck. It's not terrible. It's not like the Winchesters were. Oops, turn around there, dummy. It worked, came out. Things are starting to get a little bit sticky here. Those are a little bit sticky. And got one left. Hate to just leave one shell laying around. Alright, so the Estates seem to do just fine with this gun. Did have a couple that were a little bit sticky, 2 or 3 groups of them, but Other than that, they came out just fine. So I think it's safe to say the Estates are good to go. Alright, so the next batch of ammo that we have is Winchester AA. Now, as you recall, we've not had luck with Winchester shells, but the gentleman at Cimarron Arms, and I can't remember his name, I think it was Mike, told me that in his, when he shoots cowboy action, he uses these Winchester AA's with the brass on the hull instead of the steel, and he says these work pretty good for him. Now these are a heavy target load, so I think they would be considered like a handicap when you're shooting from further back, when you're doing clay shooting. It's a 3-inch ram equivalent, ounce and an eighth shot, and it's 7.5. And I think, yeah, it's well, these are a little lighter than what the Estates were. But we'll go ahead and we'll run this box through too and see if we have any problems with it. One thing I noticed, these shells are really slick, almost like they're waxed. I can definitely tell those are a little bit more oomph to them. Hey, what do you know? Those Winchesters dropped right out. See if this keeps going. I know I'm probably a wussy, but that barrel is getting a little bit warm. And I'm not really using a sight. I'm not aiming at anything direct. I'm just aiming at the 50-yard berm here. Didn't have very good footing on that one. This is the last round we have here. Ran them like a champ. So we did find the box of Winchesters that this gun does like. So Winchester AA's with the brass will run just fine in this gun, but the steel base will not. So as you can see, we did fairly well on both boxes of ammo. We had a couple of hang-ups with the Estates, which I did expect. They are a cheaper end. They're more like the Winchester shells. But they went through all right. They did a lot better than what the Winchester with the steel bases does. And then the Winchester AA's honestly surprised me. We did not have a single hiccup with any of them.
So there is a type of Winchester shell that will work in this shotgun. It has to be the brass-based shells, but they'll work just fine. Now, coming up in the future here, I'm going to try to get some more shells, different brands, different types, just to see how well they work. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to polish the chambers out to see if we can get those cheap Winchester shells with the steel bases to cycle through the gun. Well, folks, that's going to take care of the ammo run with the Cimarron today. If you like what you've seen on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down there below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook. You can find that at www.facebook.com/Duke Fraser Productions. Don't forget to hit us over at Patreon as well. Links to all that's down there in the description box below. Be sure to stay tuned and keep your powder dry.